Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything in between, above, below, and through dimensions. Hello and welcome. Oh, I got that. I've switched to the wrong scene, Patte. That's what I've done. I've got the wrong thing open. There we go. We got the right one now. Oh, what is happening there? Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything in between, above, below, and through dimensions. Welcome to the second Under the Desk podcast. I'm your host, Blazy, with an ever-increasing amount of hidden hair that I'm hiding under this beanie for today. But I'm joined by the wonderful, vibrantly colored-haired person, PatteDevelours. PatteDevelours?
Hi.
How do you pronounce the full article of your name there, Patte?
PatteDevelours?
Sorry?
Yes.
Good. Duvaloo. Is Patte 2 Electric Boovaloo? That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. It's exactly what yes. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but I have a problem with my cable management right there.
You do. I got told off for it yesterday on Twitter as well, but just as a real quick, thank you so much, Chaos, for the sub, and thank you so much to Vivi for raiding with that party of 5. Welcome under the desk, ladies and gents. Patte, we're here to escape from reality. So I mean, if it helps, I'm pretty sure cables aren't real. So why would you have to manage them if they're not real?
I guess you're right, but at the same time, it's pissing me off enough for it to be real, you know? Oh wait, I figured this out. I was on time, see? Perfectly prepared and on time.
It's great. No, this is what this is all about. Everything is super scuffed, and that's what we love about it. In fact, I even have, if I can I find my tea and bring it down from the desk without spilling it all over myself or my microphone? Yes, I can. Look at that. Hello. Got a nice cup of tea here.
Oh wait, nobody can see you on my stream. This is not nice. Me no likey.
Well, that's rude. They should grow new eyes so that they can see me. That's obviously the solution here.
Obviously.
Well, if they can't see me, it's just because they don't have eyes.
It's always chat's fault anyways. We agree on that.
Yeah, that's... What was the... It's because it's been a while since we've actually, done a collaborative project, Chloe. I'm pretty sure that the last time we did do a stream together, I think we came to the joint conclusion that chats smell.
Yeah.
And are always wrong.
I mean, that's the basics, you know. Twitch
basics.
I would like for people to see you though. That would be nice. I'm really sorry.
Am I frozen on your Discord? Is that what's happened?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Yeah, you are.
Well.
Cool. So this is nice. How am I supposed to solve that then?
I'm just a freeze frame. That's fine.
Oh no, you're not frozen on. Wait, it's only on. Let me grab my mouse.
That is a valid point. Chat may pay for our food, but does that make them still always wrong? Ow. Yep. There's your answer.
I mean...
The answer is pain.
You're always wrong. There's no arguing in that. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because if chat isn't wrong, then it must be the streamer that's wrong, and that's just...
It doesn't happen.
No, don't be ridiculous. That could never happen.
I'll just put the mouse right here. There we go. Oh my god, this is a work in progress for me. Beautiful. We got everybody now.
I'm glad that that the setup is going so great. Welcome, Clove. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome under the desk with me and Patte. We're chilling. We're vibing. We're here to be comfy. Patte, how many pillows do you have in your under the desk fort?
I only have one, but I have got 4 blankets. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and another one right there, just in case. So.
Okay. That kind of makes up for. I have 4 pillows and 1 blanket, so I guess we've swapped.
So, let me get this straight. If we were ever to be at war, you would be the kind of person who would be pillow fort, and I would be blanket fort, right?
Yeah, and
okay.
I would be using rubber band catapults to fling plushies at your blanket forts.
You can try.
Because your blankets may have bigger dimensions, but I have, like, pillows are sturdier and they're comfier and they're very multi-purpose as well. Yeah.
I guess you got the point.
Like, could you use blankets to break someone's fall if they dropped off like a 3-story building?
I guess it would be more like the rock paper scissors story, right? You just smother them in your blanket.
Okay, so if blankets are paper in this situation and pillows are rock, what's scissors?
It's a tough one, Mr. Blazy. That's a tough one. Damn. I don't think you can make pillow forts and blanket forts with anything else.
I'm genuinely trying to think now.
No, yeah, I don't know.
You could do like cardboard.
Furniture, but that's kind of sucky.
Cardboard boxes. But are cardboard boxes better than blankets but worse than pillows? Sorry, worse than blankets but better than pillows.
I mean, it kind of sucks. Have you ever been in a cardboard box? Like,
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really have the same kind of commodity, right? Like, blankets and pillows are very comfortable and also warm. Cardboard boxes are just thick paper.
If you happen to have a side that's cut, you're just gonna cut your hand on it. It's like worse than paper cut.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Cardboard is just thick paper with 3 C's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's juicy paper.
Juicy paper.
It's paper, but paper has left the house in a really low-cut crop top and jeans that say juicy across the butt.
Oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful. I will remember this one.
Yeah, but
so
like,
it's not cardboards then.
No. Okay, all right. How about like, oh god,
I don't know. Honestly.
Polystyrene.
Oh, please. The noise? Isn't it the worst noise you've ever heard? Your hand going on it, like it would just be all the time.
Okay, but think about it this way, right? You can make a fort out of polystyrene, right? It's still warm, and it's fun to break.
It's a bit too warm though. Not gonna lie, it gets warm in it. It's 10 times cardboard warm there. You don't want that.
Yeah, you've got a point. You've got a point.
An inflatable mattress is saying lamp. I guess
that's the scissors. It's Instead of
just-
rock, paper, scissors, it's pillows, blankets, inflatable mattress.
It just kind of becomes a bouncing house, though, in that case.
Yeah, it's a bouncy castle. What about what about rocks? What like an actual straight up fort as the third option?
With rocks.
Yeah,
it's just-
with
it's just-
rocks.
It's just the fort, then,
Well,
isn't it?
yeah. But think about it this way. Okay, so pillows, right?
Mm,
Pillows are comfortable and they're useful, but they're not particularly good for warming you up, right?
I guess.
Blankets are comfortable and warm, but they're not very versatile in terms of what you can do with them.
Hold on.
Well, you
What
can
do you mean
you
they're
can
not
like make
versatile?
you can make a fort or you can make yourself warm. What else are you doing with a blanket?
I mean, what else do you do with a pillow? It's the same.
You can break someone's fall with a pillow. You can hit someone round the face with a pillow.
Okay, I see you.
It's a bunch of different applications. You're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
But you could do that with a blanket if you want.
Could you? Explain. Go on.
I mean, I don't know. Yes, the not English words.
The not English words.
The covering faces with works really well too with blankets. You
Cov-
can wrap people and then you tie them and you put them in the bag. Can't escape.
So
We're just thinking torture device.
so yeah, so your argument for what blankets can do is suffocation.
It can kill a lot of. It can kill people in very creative ways. Okay. Pillow. You just put a pillow in the face. And
You
that's
can,
it,
I mean, you
right?
can smother someone with a pillow.
Yeah, but that's the only thing you can do. You can put the blanket inside the mouth. You can. Yeah. Anyways.
Why are we just talking about murder? This started off as such a peaceful and innocent conversation.
I'm sorry.
And
that's
at
what
every
usually
turn-
happens.
At every turn, Patte has made it more violent. First off, it
I'm
was
sorry.
just, I have blankets and you have pillows. Then Patte was like, so if we were at war...
I'm sorry. It tends to happen with me. I don't know why. It just happened.
Are you trying to tell us something, Patte? Should we be worried?
No. It can be very peaceful. It's okay.
Where are you hiding the bodies, Patte?
What do you think? I'm getting a new house. This one is full now. I need a new one. I don't have room anymore. All the bodies.
I was not ready for that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say like basement, but no, it's just the whole house top to floor.
I don't have a basement, so no.
I just imagine every room in Patte's house is just like stacked high with corpses, and like there's like a thin trail where they can kind of like get through.
It's like a museum. You just.
Oh
have the
no!
pass in. No, I can assure you, my house is very normal. I am not a psychopath.
Uh-huh.
I realize this is something a psychopath would say, but I can assure you, please believe.
So what I'm hearing is that if I go missing in the next 2 to 8 weeks, chat knows who did it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take the risk.
And it was totally not Patte, because Patte is not a psychopath.
Exactly.
It was Puffy.
Yeah, Puffy.
Yep.
Totally
Yeah.
psychopath intense. Yeah.
And no one can feed in Smite that much and not snap.
Yeah, exactly. The rage built up. That's how he releases it.
That's how he's so happy on stream all the time. He gets the rage out in other ways.
Oh god.
Love you. We love you, Puffy.
Please don't kill us.
Oh lord. So Patte, what
Yes.
are you drinking today? Have you got a warm drink with you?
No, I'm only on the water. The water grind. You know, it's real.
That's fair. Water is
I mean, you have to hydrate.
absolutely. I completely agree with you. I also tend to drink more water than just about anything else these days, but I decided to get myself a nice cup of Twining's Calm for today, which is a cinnamon-based tea.
Interesting. I'm not a fan of cinnamon teas in general, but why not?
It's nice. It's like cinnamon and apple. Hold on, I'll find like an ingredients list for you. Give me a sec. I keep making sure to put my drink back up on the desk because the last time I tried to bring a drink under the desk, I may have flooded my bedroom slightly.
Flooded with a cup of tea, is it?
Well, you know my big tankard.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah.
I may have spilt the whole thing. And
It's not a thing you want to do.
no, see, because my room is on a slant, right? It slants towards that wall ever so slightly. The water started moving towards my computer. So I formed a barrier between me and my computer with my body, and I ended up like my entire lower half, like not like from the legs down, but like from.
Was that the cup?
No, the desk is attacking me. It was a controller. The controller dropped on my head, Patte.
How dare it?
What was I saying? Right, from like, so like from this side of my body down.
Oh my god.
Like, so like my whole butt, the underside of my legs, my back. Yeah, everything was just,
Well, that's why you put your computer on top of a table.
Well, yeah. Except I don't have like space on my desk for my PC.
Yeah. I have a kitchen table right next to my desk, so I can put everything there.
Wait, do you stream in your kitchen? That's actually a good question.
No, it's an extra kitchen table. If you want, when I was a student, I was in a very small flat, but I got some furniture, of course. And then we moved Jeremy here in this flat, which used to be his mother's flat. And when she left, she basically left everything. So we have everything in double, triple, or... So I have 2 kitchen tables. Well, now it's kind of a desk, but it used to be a kitchen table. It's very, very nice to have an extra desk, let me tell you.
So are you under your desk or are you under the kitchen table?
No, I'm under the desk.
Okay.
Because I figured this one I can elevate, not the other one, you know, not the kitchen table, so...
Well, good, because the show is called Under the Desk, not Under the Kitchen
Yes.
Table. That's like a desk, but not quite a desk. It's still a kitchen table. That would be a very long title.
Maybe sometimes it will be a rip-off of your podcast, Under the Kitchen Table.
Somebody steals my idea, but it's completely different because it's called Under the Kitchen Table.
That is totally not a desk, by the way.
That's the full title. Under the Kitchen
Yes.
Table. That's totally not a desk, by the way. I would love to see the branding for that.
It's just a cooking show under the kitchen.
Yes. Like they bring a little like camping stove and they put it underneath their actual stove.
Oh damn.
And then they cook lying down. That could be interesting actually. A show where you cook lying down.
That's bound to be very messy. But yes, it would be interesting.
Sounds dangerous, actually. Probably not a good idea.
Anything involving fire and heat is probably very dangerous.
And
But if you want to make sushis, I guess maybe don't use knives. Other than that, I think you're okay.
don't use anything involved with cooking for this
Nothing
cooking show.
sharp, nothing that produces heat. Pretty much just
Yeah,
nothing.
just make a sandwich,
Yeah. Well,
but not a sandwich
Don't
that you need
cut
to.
your-
Yeah,
don't cut anything.
if you need to like cut the cheese or something to put into the. Don't do that.
No.
You just have to put the whole
block of
cheese. Yeah.
The whole block of cheese.
Oh my god. I like cheese, but that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cheese. I mean, as a French person, I have to say I like cheese.
How are you going to be French and
But-
not like cheese, Chloe?
No, I do like cheese, but nothing really. Anything that's really soft is okay. But
Mhm.
like in France, we have a lot of different, really strong cheese, and it's a bit special. It's not.
That's
it's
fair.
not nice.
That's fair. Like, I'm also quite a big fan of creamy cheeses, like Camembert and Brie.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of like blue cheese, for example.
Yeah, those are really, really soft though, so
Mm.
it's okay. But like sometimes they just sting, and I don't know, it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
I guess you get used to it, but yeah, it's not for me.
You know, so I've had a pretty busy week, Patte. I'm not sure about what you've been up to this week. But I've had a pretty long week, and you know when you didn't realize that you were really stressed out until you just stopped doing anything,
Yeah,
and you just sit and you're
just-
like,
it's just quiet all of a sudden, and it's too quiet, and you're like, what
yeah.
happened to me the past 3 days?
What let's answer that question. What have you been up to this week, Patte?
Nothing new actually. It's just been a couple months. I've been really taking this whole streaming business seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not I was taking it seriously before, but like actually kicking it in second year, right? And
Yeah.
it's just a lot of work. Social medias. I mean, you know, right?
Yeah, I totally get you. Absolutely.
Yeah. It just takes a tremendous amount of time, especially when you're new at all this. It's just, yeah.
I mean, you've been doing really, really well. This isn't really an interview kind of a show, but I would love to I would love for you to give a. I know we're 20 minutes in already, but would you like to for the listeners, would you like to give a brief introduction of who you are and what you do, etc.?
Should I? You putting me on the stand like this?
You're a
I'm
streamer. You talk about yourself for a
vibing.
living.
I need to blow my nose. My chat is saying no.
You need to blow your nose, and your chat isn't giving
heck?
you permission.
God damn it, chat. No, they're just telling me I need to.
Oh right.
Rude chat, typical. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we kind of have the same community. Do I need to introduce myself?
That's fair.
But you asked what happened this week, though. I was talking about work because it's all my life. But we did get our house with Jeremy.
That's right. I saw in your title because
Yeah.
you've been looking for a place for a while now, haven't you?
We started looking in September. We found one we liked in January, and it's been since then that we've been struggling with paperwork and stuff, and we finally got everything. So yeah.
Wait a minute, was that because I remember asking you because you said that you'd found a place and you were waiting for like a month for the lawyer to get back to you. Is that the same place?
Yes, actually,
My
yeah.
God.
In the meantime, my parents had time to decide they wanted to sell their house, considering they're divorcing, and they had the time to put it for sale, find someone who wanted to buy it, sell it, and move. My father's literally moved already. My mum has moved already. In the amount of time it took us to sign one paper. It's absolutely, I don't know how it is in the UK, like paperwork and administration stuff, but in France I feel like it's
that's terrifying. Because I'm also looking to move. I'm going from my last year in student accommodation. I'm getting another place with 2 really good friends of mine, and it's been a lot because the 2 people I'm moving in with are still going to be students next year, and a lot of places aren't student friendly to rent, because obviously students get a bad rap, right? They're like, oh, they party all the time and they drink too much and they're messy and they don't clean up after themselves and all that. So a lot of places are just straight up no students.
yeah.
And then when you get the ones that are fine with students or don't say anything, it's a case of, okay, well now, can you afford it? You know, what do you all do?
Yeah.
And I have to say, well, 2 of us are students. One of them has a part-time job. I'm self-employed. What's your occupation? Influencer. What? I am an esports commentator. Yep, that's what I do. Which doesn't normally help. Normally if I put either of those, and I have tried both, I get a phone call, when I get a phone call from the real estate agent asking about the application, they go, and what exactly is an influencer? And I go, I make content for the internet, and people laugh at me and sometimes throw money at me.
I mean, it's a real shame. I feel like those people don't, it's kind of their job to be aware. I mean, maybe not your future landlord, right? But for example, bankers or like bank people or anyone who's in those kind of fields, it's kind of the job to know about what's happening today. And when you go to your bank and you want advice and you come in with a new thing that is totally legit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, like you don't know how to explain. It's hard to say what you're saying, but as soon as you put your mindset to the business side of it, it is a business just like anything else, and people just it's their job to be aware at least, and at least to be open-minded even if they didn't hear about it. And I feel like some are not.
Yeah, it's a really weird situation. That made me jump so much. Really loud alert. But I think it's a really weird situation when trying to describe this kind of work, because you're right. It is, at the end of the day, it's an entertainment business, right? If you're looking at it from a classical sense of pre-established business, what it essentially is you are an entertainment company that contracts the entertainer that works for that company, aka you, to produce content for various websites. That's like the technical description.
It's not even like, even how do I want to say that? We shouldn't have to get technical anyways. It's been like, we say it's a new thing, but is it a new thing?
Yeah, it's been 10 years. really.
Yeah, it's like it's making me feel old, but it has been a thing for a while now,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like people would generally be more accepting of something like the term YouTuber, right?
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
I think being like a YouTuber or a YouTube content creator is the more mainstream version of influencer that the media kind of sees, and we can thank people like PewDiePie and other really large content creators on YouTube for that. But I feel like creators in the Twitch sphere don't really get a lot of media attention past, you know, like Ninja is really the only one that I can think of off the top of my head who's gotten widespread knowledge about him and his brand.
Yeah, I mean, even YouTubers. I mean, in France we have really big names as well that work for really big companies now, and even then usually the response is going to be, yeah, but it's them, you know, it's not a thing everybody can do. No, it's not. You're right, like a content creation career is kind of special. I mean, there are, not to say that other jobs aren't, because they are, but you have to put your mindset to it, and it's not gonna be as easy. I often compare it as when you want to create any other kind of business or your company, right? Kind of the same. You put in the work, and that's the only way it's gonna work, at least today. And I don't know, I feel like people still, even about YouTube, just nah, but it worked for him, it was lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna happen to you, so what you gonna do with your life, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the part of that comes from, obviously you hear about creators like, well, we'll use PewDiePie and Ninja as examples if we've already touched on them, but these creators are like multi-millionaires because they are so popular that I think a lot of people forget that there are streamers who sure aren't as popular, but who make like a steady, decent living.
Yeah.
You know, like I think people forget that there is that middle ground between you are a content creator who's just like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, but you have 25 followers, you know?
Yeah.
And I am Ludwig, you know, there's a huge middle ground there on pretty much every platform that you can monetize as a creator, where you're just making, you know, the same as someone who works at a bank might, or a menial job.
Yeah. It's, I fear we are gonna get political, but I feel like it's something kind of related to the fact that as soon as you earn money, because being successful on YouTube, being successful on Twitch, means that you earn this decent amount of money, because that's what it means. I mean, that's how it happens, right? It's not usually the person who streams as a hobby and just has a little bit sometimes like part-time job earnings. They're not gonna say they're successful at it because they have another job, they want to do something else. But I feel like people kind of like company owners. It's if you own a company, or if you're successful on YouTube or on Twitch, it means that you're rich, you're a billionaire. There are company owners that are just company owners. Of course, they own a company. It's something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they buy 3 Lamborghinis a week either. they're comfortable with money. It doesn't mean it just feels like you average everybody when you talk about rich people to them. They're gonna think about Bill Gates, and they're not gonna think about your average, just rich person who is just comfortable with money and that's it, right?
Yeah, I think it's. I think a cool way to compare this would be to think of like the chefing industry, right? It would be like thinking that every chef is either not successful or Gordon Ramsay, with no middle ground. When there are, you know, really incredible chefs who earn a good living, a good wage, who are just comfortable, you know, and they're not necessarily the most popular. You know, they're not household names, but they do well for themselves, and they're happy with what they have.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they just maybe a bit more successful than middle class. Everybody is, but it doesn't mean that. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have this conversation a lot, but with chat and some friends, but it really is something. I feel like it's just I don't have the English word in
It's
French.
an important conversation to have.
Yeah, it is, and it's something that people don't. We just brush past it, and I don't know. It's just. We had this conversation with my brother one day, and he told me when you will get rich, because I told him, yeah, we'll get rich, and they were like, as a joke like that. I mean, I don't do what I do to get rich, right? I do it because I love it, and it's amazing. Every day is more amazing. Of course, earning money from that is great. Anybody wants a job they want and they like, at the same time they want to live from it, right? And I was saying that, and he says, when you will get rich, I will like you less. My brother says that to me. I was like, I mean, why? Because I have money. I was like, you know, we have an uncle who's comfortable with money, but he did a lot of studies. He has a really good job. He works a lot, and he's comfortable with money. He doesn't have billions or even half billions, but he still owns a comfortable wage. I was like, so you don't like him a lot? It was like, no. I mean, I like him. He's my uncle. I like him a lot. But if he had less money, I like him more. It's like, what?
Yeah, like what?
It's I mean, they didn't mean it like that, you know. Of course, in the conversation it comes up, but I feel like it's a general opinion. I don't know how to say that. People would just think, yeah, you're rich.
Yeah, like there's that kind of stigma attached to it. That if you have a lot of money, then you must be an asshole.
Yeah. And you're Bill Gates. You can't just be rich, normal rich.
Normal rich instead of
Like,
stupid, filthy rich.
Yeah, the people you know who are rich, you don't know Bill Gates, you know, that aunt who has a little estate, or like doesn't have billions. She's not. I don't know. It just sounds crazy.
It's recognizing that, you know, the general rich person is just going to be some guy who drives a BMW sports car rather than Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, basically.
Although, if I ever do get to that point of being a content creator where I am a mega millionaire, I will fill a pool up with gold coins, and I will dive into it like Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, no, we're getting into technicalities. It's not possible to dive into coins.
You know what? I don't care.
Dream.
I will break every bone in my body just to say that I did it.
That's fair.
That'll be worth it.
I respect that. I respect that.
If you wouldn't do that, then there's something wrong with you. I just like you have to. How else?
I guess.
How else can you say that you're living the dream without having at least attempted?
You have to put it on your bucket list. That's for sure.
I think worst case scenario, if it really isn't possible, I will fill a pool with dollar bills.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump into
Alright.
that, because that's just paper.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike cardboard, it doesn't walk out the house looking like it's going to come back with an STI.
Yeah. That's fair. You know what I just thought about, though?
Oh no. Go on.
Paper bills. That's our scissors. Imagine a fort
Yes!
made out of bills.
Yes, and it's more useful than
Beautiful.
blankets. Sorry, it's not as useful as blankets because you can't sleep under a blanket of dollar bills because they're not very insulated.
No.
But they're more useful than pillows because you can buy pillows with
I
the
guess.
bills.
I mean, yeah. Beautiful. We have got it, chat. We have
Yep.
figured it out. You can burn them. That is not a good thing.
Isn't that like illegal?
To burn money?
Yeah.
Is it? Why?
I feel like it might be. It probably something to do with like the economy. I know in the US it's like illegal to burn like a US flag or something because it's disrespectful to the country.
I see.
I could be pulling this completely out of my ass, but
Someone said it's illegal to deface currency.
there you go.
Okay. But is it in the US? Is it everywhere?
That's a good
wonder.
question. If it doesn't apply to the UK, does that mean I can draw a mustache on the Queen? I need answers.
I mean, who's gonna know though if it's your private money bills pool and every single one of your bills has a mustache? Nobody's gonna, you know.
I just walk up to a policeman and show him the £5 bill. What are you gonna do about it, copper? Huh? I drew a beard on Liz. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, you're gonna arrest
gonna
me because that's
arrest me?
illegal? Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh man.
Kind of psychopath would do that to Liz?
Oh no. Let's not go to the psychopath territory again.
We've come full circle, Patte. I guess that's it. That's the podcast done. We come full circle. Yeah, thank you for joining me next time on Under the Desk. I don't know where to go with this joke. But Patte, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You only have one pillow over there.
Yes.
So it looks to me like you could use some of these fantastically comfortable, renewably made, and ethically resourced
Oh damn.
Blazy Bard official pillows that you can find shop.spreadshirt.co.uk/Blazy Bard merch. Spruce up your under the desk setup and be nice and comfortable with these super soft Blazy Bard pillows.
Only if you you know.
Patte
what the
has
best-
pillows as well.
Yeah.
This makes me so happy.
Pillows are the best merchandise ever. Like, who invented this?
You know, something is really drawing me to the idea of like buying a pillow of every guest that I have. So like I'm gonna go buy a cone hat pillow now.
Damn. Will you really?
I think I will. That's a really cool design, and I really do like the color of the pillow. Is it comfortable?
It is really comfortable. I was about to ask you, is yours comfortable?
These are incredible. I actually sleep on these pillows.
Oh yeah.
Like I will often. I know this sounds really. I'm just marketing to you, but I genuinely wake up in the morning and I have pushed all of my other pillows away, and I'm just sleeping on the blah blah pillow.
But that's really cool though.
Yeah, part of me thinks that I'm just trying to get my brain to blah blah, because obviously blah blah is what you say to anyone or anything that's making no sense and is pissing you off. You just hit them with a blah blah. But no, they're as I said, they're very comfortable, and they weren't made by sweatshop workers, which is the big thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine aren't. I'm sorry. I haven't looked at that. I have to be honest, but
Patte.
I'm sorry.
Can we get Patte cancelled on Twitter?
Cancel me. See what happens.
I will rise twice as strong as I have fallen. Patte.
I was actually really surprised at the fact that it was a full-on pillar. I don't know if you were expecting a pillar, but I was not. I thought they would just send the shell, whatever that's called.
Oh,
in
the
English.
the pillow cover.
The pillow, yeah, the pillowcase. I thought it was only that what they were selling. Turns out they were selling the entire pillow.
I hadn't actually considered that. I would be really angry, actually, if I ordered a cushion and it like they just sent me the pillowcase.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. This one wasn't too expensive, so I figured, I mean, €10 for it. You know, they could have been.
They could have really ripped you off.
I mean, yeah, but I'm happy they didn't.
Yeah, God, that would be ridiculous. Imagine. Okay, imagine this. Picture this. New scenario. All right. You are a big company. Like, I'm talking like Google-sized company.
All right.
And you start selling merch, right? And obviously, because you're a big company and people have a lot of faith in your in your brand. Right, you start selling merch, and in your merch lineup you have pillows that cost £30 per pillow, or I suppose that's like €35, €40.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
People start buying them en masse. Thousands and thousands of pillowcases arrive with no inside.
Oh my god.
What would you do? What would you do about that, Patte, if you were the company?
I will tell them, gotcha.
Like on
Read the little line, you peaches.
Like,
I would be ruthless.
Patte has secretly designed on the inside of the pillowcase. There's just gotcha.
Gotcha.
Like it's just in the pillow. That's Patte, you're evil. That's evil.
Nah. A little bit.
A little bit. A large bit. A large amount. Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, we all draw the lines of morality somewhere, and I'm glad that I now know that your line is somewhere past, because I still haven't found out where you stop, but it's somewhere past. It's somewhere past false advertising and selling pillowcases at £35, and still somewhere further beyond murdering a bunch of people and filling your house with them.
I was about to say, we did start off pretty strong. We did start off pretty strong.
Yeah, I think I do feel like we've kind of gone down on the scale. But then again, where do you go from there? How do you go up from piling your house high? War crimes?
That's a tough one.
I think it might be war crimes.
I honestly don't see anything in between. I'm gonna be honest with you. Serial killing, war crimes are next, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You go from serial killing to mustard gas. That's the next logical step.
Can't see anything else.
Okay, so I'm good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, well, I nearly died, but being under the desk saved me. The healing energy of being under the desk. It's just great.
You're gonna save thousands of people with that podcast, Blazy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
We're gonna start selling custom built healing desks with
Beautiful.
with
Genius.
healing
Seriously,
properties.
Note. Take a note.
Oh no. Patte.
Beautiful. What?
Start selling desks with like little crystals in them. And being like, yeah, they're rejuvenating crystals in your desk. It's got healing properties.
Oh my god. People would just start buying them and secretly you draw pentagrams on it. Oh, there we go. After piles of body, we have witchcraft, and then
Oh
war
right.
crime.
There's the step, which
Yes.
of course.
How did you not think about it before?
I know. Well, for some reason, my brain didn't go to fictional occupations.
Sorry.
That's actually not fair to all the pagans out there. Because did you know, Patte, that the people who follow pagan religions actually refer to themselves as witches and warlocks?
I did not know that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know a handful of said people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's interesting.
one of them I'm actually moving in with next year. He's a witch.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank you, Wen. Appreciate that, man. Welcome back.
Oh wait, you say witch regarding the gender?
He calls himself a witch. I'm not sure if that's a personal preference or if that's just how it is.
Okay.
I just try to go with it because I wanna be open to what he's into, because he's a good friend of mine. And I don't want to be dismissive.
No.
No,
No, of course.
But no, it's actually quite nice. He does a lot of like rituals with incenses and different spell focuses, I guess you could call them. But it's nice. It's really interesting to learn about.
Oh yeah. I mean, when it comes to religions, I used to be very Catholic when I was a kid. Not anymore, but so I'm not interested in any religions as in like personally, but like this is crazy to know. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can we interest you in witchcraft? You
No,
too.
what kind of witchcraft?
You too can learn witchcraft. I don't know how, and I don't want to say anything that might get me cancelled for spreading this information. So that's the end of the bit.
Okay.
Please, goodbye. Have a nice day.
You too, friend.
Closes the door.
No, seriously, it's just interesting in kind of studying the mind, just because we're all different. It's just crazy to know that people are completely, it goes with everything else, every other topic, but it's crazy to think that like we're not special, even though we're unique. We're not special as in everyone has their own beliefs, their own opinion, and they're normal people too. You and I, we're normal.
Yeah.
Everybody's normal, regarding of, like, you know what I mean. It's a bit.
We're all our
I'm kind of
own.
losing myself in this, but yeah.
We're all our own normal. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to know about people. I don't know. People fascinate me.
I can agree with that. Have you ever encountered someone with like a really weird hobby or interest or anything that's been particularly standout that you've never necessarily encountered before?
No, I don't think I have. Trying to think about it, but like not like you. I mean, not like your example. I do have a neighbor who does a lot of not parachute, but the kind of bodysuit and just jump off cliffs and
Base
kind of
jumping.
base jumping. And it has been very interesting because he's father of 2 girls, and he said that he stopped a lot. A reason why he stopped was because of his girls, and it's interesting to think about, like something like a passion like this that can be dangerous, and how you put it back in relations with what happens in your life, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I can't think about anything that's really.
That is pretty cool though. Like I've always really enjoyed the idea of doing like base jumping or skydiving or something like that, and I've taken a couple indoor lessons, and I think it is still something that I would like to try. But that I think that's a really what's the word I'm looking for here? Brave? Is it brave?
Yeah.
Mature? Like to recognize that even if it's even though it's something that you love doing, and even though you might be sad to lose it, it's like the willingness to give that up just because there is a chance that it could go wrong. I think that's that shows a lot of character.
Yeah, I agree. It's really not the kind of thing I'd be interested into. I don't think that's the kind of person I am, but it's yeah. It's really interesting.
Are you not an adrenaline junkie, Patte?
Not really, I don't think so, no.
Oh, damn it, Greg. I can't get enough adrenaline. It's great. I remember once when I was, God, how old would I have been? 15, 16? We went to this water park that was close to where I grew up, called Aqualandia in Spain. And they had recently installed 2 drop slides, which, for those of you who don't know, a drop slide is basically you walk onto like a trap door, and then they pull the trap door from under you, and you basically drop.
But why?
Because it's like insanely heart pounding. People do it for the adrenaline.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But the slides were like 20 and 50 feet tall.
Okay.
That's like tall.
Okay. I will believe you using fake units and all.
Hold on,
but...
let me... I want to just quickly fact check myself here. On their height, because I don't want to be saying that it's like super high and then it's not. It's apparently the highest drop slide in Europe.
Oh, damn.
It is 42 meters, which
is a lot.
The same height roughly as a 13-story building. And they just drop you. And like it's kind of like just falling down a waterfall.
Okay.
But then you get to like slide off at the end.
All right.
42 meters, 137 feet. Thank you, Mini King. Minkling. If that helps you, Patte.
That's crazy.
It's crazy tall. And I remember I was on this slide, and my brother-in-law, right? They put you in like a pod, right? They like close the door around you, and then they drop the thing. Just make sure that you don't fall out or anything. And you have to be cross-armed, facing straight forward. And before the guy dropped my pod, my brother-in-law on the glass, I looked over to see him go way with his middle finger up, and then as I looked over, the guy dropped my pod, and I was like, wait, what? But it's crazy the feeling that you get
Yeah, I know the feeling, even though I've never done like something as crazy as that. Just regular, like, I don't know how you call those kind of things, but regular adrenaline things, like small ones, and I'm like, nah,
No.
nah, that's okay.
No thanks, I'd rather not. That's fair. I think, I don't know, it is a really overwhelming kind of a feeling, right? Like, kind of hard to describe when you get like an adrenaline rush. It's like your whole body is warm, and like you can smell and hear and see everything.
But just thinking about it, I don't like it. I just don't. It doesn't work for me, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
It's fair enough. I don't know. I think something like base jumping would be fun. But knowing me, I'd probably fall and die my first time out.
No.
And then I'd get added to Patte's collection.
I'll build a statue with coins and bills in your memory.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, speaking of building a memoriam, well, if you could memorialize one person, you could know them, you could not know them, but if you could like build a statue of a person, who would you build a statue of, and of what material, and what would be the engraving?
This is crazy. You're appealing to my lack of creativity right there.
Do you want me to go first?
If you have an idea, go first.
So, I would want to engrave Scrooge McDuck.
Oh my god.
No, I think if I were to try and memorialize someone who isn't dead yet, but I know that when he does pass, I will be absolutely devastated. Sir David Attenborough, who I'm not sure if that's a popular name outside of England, but he's the popular nature documentary commentator.
It
and
rings a bell, yeah.
Here's a pack of wild squirrels fighting each other for the last acorn before hibernation.
I'm sure that was a spot-on impression.
Well, I figured if anything was going to jog your memory if you had heard of him. But David Attenborough, I think, has had such an impact on a lot of people that I think the only way to properly memorialize Sir David Attenborough would be to make a shrine made of vocal cords in the Antarctic.
Human vocal cords?
Doesn't matter.
Because I can hook you up. I got a bunch of buddies around. I ain't using the vocal cord.
No, seriously though, I think like a really cool way to do it would be like a small statue made of like microphones or some kind of natural material would be really cool, with like an engraving that says, "And here lies the David Attenborough, peacefully asleep at last." I think that would be, it would have to be an audio recording, I guess, of him saying that about himself.
Why not?
That'd be so morbid.
That's interesting.
Imagine getting him into a room and being like, "Hey, we just need you to record something." Oh, and what's that? We just need you to read these lines here. And he just reads them up. He's like,
in case you die.
What is this?
Oh my god. I mean, we've seen weirder, I guess, so why not?
Have we?
When it comes to art, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if you're versed into, but I used to study art, and they are crazy stuff. They are crazy, crazy stuff. People, artists are,
Crazy?
yeah, a
Psychopaths?
species on the side.
Sorry, carry on.
No, that's, yeah, crazy. So I think that would work. I think that would work. I don't have anybody who touched me like this. I mean, that who I don't know. So I don't think I'd be able to do that. But I don't know. Can't think of anybody, honestly.
Okay, that's.
If there's anyone that would have a memorial of, would be Jeremy, my boyfriend. Well,
And what?
fiance, as I'm supposed to do. But it's basically because it's been in my 20, almost 5 years of life. It's been more than almost a half, almost part of a half of it. So,
Damn.
I mean, a half is a little bit too much, but yeah.
See, I hear that, and then I think of the fact that I don't think I've been in a relationship that's lasted more than 2 years, and I feel kind of upset about my life now.
I mean, there are pros and cons, and you can find pros and cons and everything, honestly. So, like, it's next year will be 10 years.
Damn.
Like, when you think about it, that's crazy good, and at the same time, it's a long time. It's freaking people out, you know? I don't know.
No, I completely get that. So I have 2 older sisters who are 27 and 26, 25. And they have both been with their now fiancés since, I think the oldest one, her and her fiancé have been together for 12 years. And yeah, they got together when they were... Okay, no, so it's not that long then. So it would be about 9 years and 7 years for them, because they met when they were about 18. Both of them, they met their partners. But it's still crazy, because they've obviously been with the same person for, like, as you said, you know, like a good portion of their lives, and then meanwhile I'm the one in the family who brings home like a different person every time I come to visit, and it's like it's getting embarrassing. And it genuinely gets to the point where I'm like, do I really want to introduce? Because maybe that's the thing, Patte. They meet my family, and then they leave.
Ah, I see. You have that kind of family.
No comment.
Don't we all, though?
That's fair.
Don't we all? Who doesn't have family problems? Let's be honest.
Gonna change position. I'm gonna lie down a little more. You know. So Patte.
Yes. What's up?
How many ties do you own?
Oh my god. I knew this question would come. And I have one. I'm an utter shame.
Wow, my fury is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Honestly.
I don't even know where it is. I gotta be honest.
That's... Wow. You know, I sometimes think about my life before Twitch. And I think... Yeah, this is a perfectly acceptable angle. I think 15-year-old Blazy Bard would be very confused and very upset about having to wear so many ties for work. because it was part of our school uniform, obviously, to have to wear a tie.
That makes sense.
And obviously when you're that age, you just hate anything that you have to do. And honestly, same. I hate anything where someone tells me you have to do this. I'm like, well, you can't tell me what to do. And then they're like, I'm your boss. And I'm like,
well, I'll be my own boss. Ta!
aha!
In your face. What you gonna do, Mr. Boss Man?
Not give me my pay? Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll just wear my tie then.
It's going back on. Yep. But
No problem.
I don't know. Do you ever think about like what past you would think about you now?
I never thought about it, but I honestly think that I would have grown dumber and socially awkward. Actually, I've always been kind of sociable, right? When I was a kid, but I've always been very shy and not confident at all. So I feel like streaming made me learn and grow so much. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would have done it another way, but the other way I think about is I would have found a job as a developer, right? And
as a developer.
As yeah, no. As in the web things, building websites all day and just being alone, and my boss and probably underpaid, and my boss being like, you do this, and I wouldn't know how to do it, and yeah. So honestly, I think it was the greatest thing that could happen.
Yeah. Because I sometimes look back, and I don't know if you know this about me, or if you could tell, but I am an ex-drama student.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you're an actor. You can see that.
Thank you. But honestly, I started coming down this path because, to go back to my depressing love life, because I got into like a pretty bad breakup, and I fell down a really bad pit, and then I ended up playing Smite to cope, and that's how I ended up getting so into Smite. And then from there I started playing in like semi-competitive places. But like, if it wasn't for like a really bad experience at college, I would have ended up going to like a drama school probably, and pursuing that instead of being here. And that it's really like, I don't know, but when I think about the dominoes that had to fall to lead me to where I am, you know, it's such a specific and weird set of conditions that had to have been met and all gone in order. You know, I had to have gotten into that bad place. I had to have used Smite as my coping mechanism. I had to have gone to college rather than staying at my secondary school. I had to hate that and then come and join an esports course where I would have time to stream. And it's just a really weird thought, you know, like, what would my life be right now if one thing was different?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. It's maybe you never know. Maybe it would have happened another way.
True.
You never know. It wasn't the case at all with me because I just finished my 1-year contract. I was looking for a job, and basically it was no fate guiding me into this. It was my fiance and a friend of us who literally every day were telling me to do this and do this and do this. What's up?
I've been told to put my hands up. There's a raid. They have guns.
Oh.
Patte, put your hands up. We don't want any trouble.
Do they know who they're talking to? I'm gonna send the French Revolution on your ass. Whoever's raiding, I swear to God, I will bring the baguette army.
The
You will
baguette
not
army.
recover. Heads will fall. We will save you, Blazy.
Thank you, Patte. I know the French and English have never been allies, but I think this could work. Please send.
This is the time. This is the time.
Apparently, I smell like toes. Lena, welcome. And welcome raiders to the under the desk stream with me and Patte, where I did just cut Patte off, and I'm very sorry about that.
That's fine. It was a matter of utter importance. I respect that.
Please continue.
Yeah, no, I was actually kind of finished. What did I say? Just that it wasn't fate that got me into this. It was consistent pushing from my fiance and a friend of mine, and that's about it. Every single day they tell me, you're not doing anything, you're looking for a job, you have time to do something, start streaming. No, but you just push a button and it's done. And one day I did it, and here it is. So it wasn't really my doing, but it happened.
I didn't choose to be here. Some guy just pushed me down a slide, and now 3 years later, here I am.
Yep.
That's right? It's 3 years? Is that right?
Almost 3 years. In June, it will be 3 years, yeah.
Damn. And here I was, like, a couple months ago celebrating my... What was it, 2 years? 1 year? I think it was 2. That's crazy.
To be fair, you have accomplished in a year more than I accomplished in my first 2 years on Twitch.
I've had a big, like, break, though. Like, it I don't know, it's really hard to kind of process, because sometimes I do a stream and I'm like, yeah, my content's great. And then other times I'll do a stream and I'll think, yeah, I'm only here because I'm a somewhat competent caster and I ended up on Smite Game and now people just exist in my general vicinity. You know?
I understand that, but even if it's like, that's the problem with Twitch. It doesn't work on its own anyways. That's just how it works. Twitch does not work unless it changes one day. The way the platform works, it will never work. So you being a competent caster is maybe like a big part of your success, but it's everything you've done too. It's your hard work that made it happen. So even if it's not directly on Twitch, maybe it's completely part of it. That's just how it works. It's the rules of the Twitch game now that make it that way. So you gotta remember that.
Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
you
it.
Deserve it.
You
deserve it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to think so, and I try and keep that mentality, but I think imposter syndrome is something that a lot of people struggle with in this industry. Because as you said, you know, it's not always just about, you know, are you grinding 24/7? Do you have incredible content? You know, that doesn't always make for you know, someone who's going to be successful. Sometimes it is just you got, you know, discovered by a large streamer who really took a shine to you and he, you know, funneled his community in and supported you, or you had another skill that led to a lot of exposure that kicked back, or, you know, there are so many ways that someone could not necessarily luck into a Twitch career, but you know what I mean, like could find themselves in that position. And I think especially for someone who hasn't been streaming for very long, you know, they might look at other people around them who had been doing this for a long time. Like for example, I have a friend of mine who's been streaming for 6-ish years, you know, and I, because of Smite Game, for the most part, I have, you know, surpassed what he's been able to do, and in my brain, you know, that really messes with me, because I'm like, he, you know, it's not because he has bad content, it's not because he isn't entertaining, he's all of those things, and I love to support him when I can. It's literally just because I was in the position to get myself to a larger audience, you know?
I don't think that's why. That's why also it's very difficult. It's very difficult to feel like you're not worth it or you don't deserve it. But the truth is, the way your mate has been handling it is not the way that works, and is not the way that makes you successful on Twitch anymore. The way Twitch works now is not the way it used to work 10 years ago, and a lot of big streamers are big now and work still now because they grew with the platform, because blah blah blah, the way it worked, it used to work the way Twitch used to work, right? Blah blah blah, exactly.
Blah blah blah.
Yes. And today, if they want to stay relevant, they have to adapt. And today, having the best content, having the best design, being the most entertaining doesn't work. Not because, well, I want to say I'm really harsh when it comes to that kind of thing, but I don't want to say because of you, but is because of you, because you fail to understand the platform and you fail to understand what you have to do in order for it to work. And in order for it to work is not being very entertaining, having the great design. I mean, of course it counts, but that's just not how you grow on Twitch anymore, and that's just a fact. It is how it is. You were talking about Ludwig not so long ago, so you know how he grew. He grew in the past 3 years, and the way he grew was thanks to his YouTube work, thanks to his those other socials work, and that's how he grew. Nothing else made him happen, you know?
Yeah.
So the way you did it is by playing by the rules of the Twitch game, you know?
That's fair.
Becoming a caster and having the visibility on Twitch game, because they had more visibility than you already, is what made you work. But that's the playbook. That's playing by the book. That's like, it's just like marketing. We know that marketing has rules. We know that certain things work a certain way, and we know that we do this, it will have greater chances of working, just because it's been studied, you know? And that's the same way with Twitch. So just simply streaming doesn't make you successful on Twitch anymore, and you shouldn't feel bad about people who are incredible streamers but you've surpassed them, because you're just done. Is the sentence, the phrase, what is it? Work smarter, not harder. I mean, obviously you work hard, but again, oh no, dab. Okay. No, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I agree with you as well. I think we both, well, thanks to you getting me into them, I think we both pull a lot of knowledge about Twitch from the same person, one Harris Haller.
Yeah.
And it's actually a piece of knowledge that I bark back at, you know, any people in my community who ask for, you know, a place to start on Twitch, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start streaming 5 days a week, every day, 5 hours a day, and I'm gonna getting on that Twitch grind. And I think a lot of people don't realize that the Twitch grind isn't like the YouTube grind, because unlike YouTube, where the more content you put out, the more the algorithm figures out how to recommend your videos, and then at that point, it's, you know, if you're making good content, you're not just pushing out garbage. You know, at some point, the algorithm will find a video that will work. You know, it might take years for that to happen, but it's almost an inevitability with the YouTube algorithm that something will click and something will work. Whereas a platform like Twitch, there is no algorithm. It doesn't matter how much you grind, how many hours you put in, if you don't have if you don't have an audience already, it is so difficult to grow. Just because there is no discoverability. And I think once you get to a certain size on Twitch, there is that kind of sustained snowball growth where, you know, you bring in people and then those people tell their friends and then those friends come in. Some of those friends will start watching you. They'll then go and tell their friend group. And it kind of becomes like a sustained growth, you know. On top of that, word of mouth, you're also higher up on listings and people can actually see you, etc., etc. But starting out just like going and grinding doesn't really help you. And I'm going to echo back what you said a minute ago about it's about working smart and trying to use other platforms to piggyback your growth.
Which is, let's be honest, really difficult because Twitch, being what it is, the content's so different from what you find on the other platform. It's just, But like, see, you know. So when you think about that, when you tell yourself that you're not worth it, that's what you be. You should tell yourself that advice, you know.
But that requires me to have logic and treat myself in the same way that I would treat other people, instead of poorly. You know, how can you expect me to be nice to myself, Patte, and give myself a break?
I know, it's difficult. It's really difficult.
Talk about unfair expectations, damn. But no, like, I want to almost highlight just how different live stream content is, because I've tried YouTube. I've had like 4 different YouTube channels.
Okay.
And the content just doesn't come to me. But when I started Twitch and I have this opportunity, you know, you get this opportunity to interact with the people who watch your content one-to-one. Right? It's not like YouTube comments where someone has to type a comment and then wait and then you reply in text form, you know, after the video, away from the video. It's, you get to interact with your community right there, right then. And it's almost too different, you know? And I think that's why a lot of content doesn't translate so good from Twitch to YouTube specifically. Because if you translate a live stream to YouTube, right, like a YouTube video, not a YouTube live stream, it's just a video of you playing a game and talking to people who don't exist for all intents and purposes, right? They're not a part of the content. It's really weird.
Yeah. Well, that's why you should maybe try to plan your streams around something that you know you can translate in the YouTube video, but it's difficult.
Yeah, it really is. Hold on, Patte. I've been trying to hold my bladder closed for the last like 15-20 minutes.
I was about to say, how long am I keeping you up?
No, you're not keeping me up. I mean, I have it slotted for another half hour, but if you feel like we're running out of things to talk about, or you're bored, or you want to escape the desk, then you're free to leave and we can wrap.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well in that case, I will be like a minute and a half whilst I go and release the child that is my bladder.
I'll take good care of your bodlings.
Thank you.
I didn't catch up with the chat at all. But you guys don't care, right? We don't care about you. We mistreat you and you like it. We were talking about how Twitch works, Moogle. Hey, Fizzy. And the cloings. With the cone heads, but not the cloings. You've left too? Blaze channel? Who's Blaze? Blazy? Okay, Boudlings, I have a task for you. When Blazy comes back, everyone spams to him that he's beautiful, okay? You just write, "You are beautiful, Blazy." And you better do it, because I will find you, alright? Blah, blah. Yeah, it is different. Yeah, totally, Maligos.
Yeah.
No, it's a smite jacket.
This is.
Welcome back.
This is about right. I'm pretty. This is how I was set before, right?
Nothing. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't do anything wrong.
Okay. I actually can't breathe, so I'm gonna move.
I was about to say you're sounding a bit muffled. We're going back to the suffocating part of the pillars we were talking about before.
I thought that was only blankets that you could. Oh no, you can suffocate with pillows. We did decide that.
You can.
Yeah, that's allowed in the rules. You're allowed to suffocate with pillows. Oh, ow.
Do not hurt yourself.
I'm too tall. Ow, I just kicked.
Just cut a couple feet, you'll be alright.
Aw, Greg is sleepy.
Aw, wants a little hug.
Oh. There we go. That'll do.
Oh, my butt starting to hurt a little. I gotta change.
You know why
position.
that is, Chloe?
Why?
You don't have enough pillows.
That's true.
And where can you find more pillows, Chloe?
You're about to tell me?
You can find comfortable, renewable, and ethically made pillows on shop.spreadshirt.co.uk/BlazyBard merch with such awesome merch designs as the BlazyBard logo and blah blah. And you can also find some of Chloe's wonderful pillow designs over at... I don't know the link. You gotta I was passing it to you.
I don't know it either. It's complicated.
Good. Brilliant.
That's why I have a very well-trained chat who uses the command in my chat as soon as we talk about merge.
That's you got them well trained there, Patte. What training method did you use?
Fear. Most effective, I gotta say.
I see. Yeah, I actually find loyalty to be more of a more effective long-term method.
Listen to it, chat. Are you guys loyal? Psst. Psst.
Huh. God, fear is weird, right? Like, imagine how weird you would feel if you were an alien looking at the human race and you saw one of them walk into like a dark room where there was literally nothing in the dark room, but the human just starts sitting there going, I don't like the dark. How weird would that be? Discuss.
On a scale out of 10?
I don't know.
Pretty weird.
Just like thinking about fear.
Yeah, I guess
existentially.
so. It's just we have a lot of irrational fears, right? As humans. But at the same time, we say it's irrational, and you have theories about why we are afraid of certain things that are related and that are like encoded in our genes, right? So I'm not really knowledgeable about all that, but I know there are theories, right? So
Yeah.
I guess somewhere there's no truly irrational fear. I don't know.
I love how I was trying to point out how absurd and how existentially absurd fear is by going spooky dark room, and then Chloe, because Chloe is actually smart, unlike me, she comes in here trying to apply actual theory and logic to why fear isn't stupid. And now I feel like a dumbass.
You shouldn't. What do you mean?
I just wanted to say fear go burr, hee hee funny. So Patte, what is the third thing?
The third thing.
Yeah. We have pillows, blankets. We still don't have a third side to the rock, paper, scissors triangle.
We were saying it was money bills.
Oh, yeah.
Does that not work? Did you forget that part of the conversation? You were so into the pool money, the money pool.
Oh, I did forget about dollar bill.
I mean, I guess it's not quite.
Oh my
I don't
god!
know.
Wait, Patte, plushies. How do we not think of this?
Yes. who
Plushies
said
are the
that?
third thing. That's Kitty of Ra in my chat. But
Moogle in my chat said the same. You guys talking to each other?
hi,
You're
Moogle.
not allowed to. What's happening right now?
But think about it this way, right? Okay, think about it this way. Cushions beat blankets because they're more comfortable to sit on.
Mm-hmm.
Blankets beat plushies because you can wrap up a plushie and hit it against a solid surface.
Like, guess? Yeah.
And plushies are better than pillows because plushies can sit on pillows.
They can sit on blankets too.
Shut up.
Okay, yes, that totally works. We have our scissors.
We did
have
it!
Our third thing. We did it, Reddit.
It only took
You're welcome.
It only took an hour and a half.
It's
But we did it. We completed the trio.
beautiful.
If you think about it as well, plushies are kind of like a weird crossbreed between a plushie and a pillow and a blanket,
I guess.
right?
They kind of in the shaping, you know, like a pillow is shaped,
Yeah.
kind of, and the blanket is like, yeah. It's yeah.
They're soft and squishy
Totally.
like a pillow, but they're warm and fuzzy like a good blanket.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Exactly. We have got it, chat.
I'm so proud of us. We did it. My life is complete now, Chloe.
It's beautiful.
You can add me to your collection. I'm done.
All right.
I've seen
You
everything.
heard it, chat.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Take me! Take me! I'm ready!
What kind of memorial should I do for you?
Make it out of chicken wings.
Oh my god.
But spicy chicken wings.
Fried?
Yeah, deep fried spicy chicken wings.
Alright.
It's what I would have
Beautiful.
wanted. Yeah. I don't even particularly like deep fried spicy chicken wings, but it's my brand.
You have to stick to the brand. Always.
Even after death. Yeah. For eons
man.
now, we as humans have fought with the struggle: am I a person or am I a brand? But now,
Brian.
today, we don't have to pick between these two sublime options. Hi, I'm Hugh Brandity. Have you not seen that?
No.
Have you seen?
I haven't.
Okay, I know what I'm going to send you after this.
Please.
Have you ever heard of a content creator called Brian David Gilbert?
I have heard the name, yes, but that's about it.
He used to work for Polygon, on a video series called Unraveled.
Okay.
And yeah, he makes videos on his own channel, and they are so good.
All right.
They're just absolutely brilliant. But what I was going to say was that I've forgotten what I was going to say.
That's totally fine.
Take that.
Bucket is what we were talking about.
We were talking about buckets.
Yes.
Were we?
Now we finished talking about buckets, so we can talk about another subject. Yes.
Wait, were we actually talking about don't mess with me here, Chloe.
No, we were not.
We weren't talking about buckets.
We were talking about wings. Chicken wings.
Chicken, right, okay. There we go. God, I'm losing it. Chloe. I got a new job this week. And my whole brain has been working on like 3 times overdrive.
It happens. I get that.
Yeah. And I guess I just did not realize how upset my brain was from being employed.
See, we're making circles. We started the show by saying that we needed sometimes to relax, and we didn't realize how much we were overworked before we actually stopped and relaxed.
And now here we are again.
There you have it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Beautiful.
God.
We are so consistent. We bring you absolutely quality content, Chad.
Barely passable content every single step of the way. Chloe?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
I said barely passable content, and you just, yeah. My phone crashed, so I missed whoever that was. But thank you very much for joining the cult and becoming a budling. You're stuck here now. And now, Chloe, we're coming up to the end of the segment, end of the podcast.
Yes.
And one thing I want to start doing at the end is to just ask the audience if anyone has been joining us under the desk while watching Under the Desk. And if so, I would love to see your under the desk setups. So please feel free to tweet at me at BlazyBard on Twitter with a picture of your under the desk setup, because honestly, like, half of this idea just kind of sprung from wanting to be like as comfortable as possible while being as isolated from everything as possible.
Comfortableness is, I gotta say, not here for me. But it is a work in progress, as we said already. I'm sure as you continue, you would be able to provide your new guests with immensely good advice to make them exactly comfortable. So,
My immensely good advice.
can't wait to see.
I'm really excited. And hey, Patte, by the next time that you're here under the desk, we will have I'm sure that your setup will be twice as good.
It will be. I will be able to stay there hours, and we will be able to talk about. Yes.
We're talking about yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So, the first time I ever said yes was when I was 4 years old.
Damn.
And
you remember?
No. Do I remember? No, Patte, I'm completely speaking out of my ass.
I thought you were gonna come out with a nice of body experience with a memory from when you were so small you can't remember usually anything, but you remember something. But okay.
Do you remember the first time you said yes?
No.
I don't even remember the first time I said a word, Patte.
Good, I gotta say. Like, please. Who doesn't remember?
What? Do you know what your first word was, Patte?
No, I don't even know.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
We need a strong topic to close the stream out with. Did you prep any talking points, Patte?
No, honestly, the pillar force. That's all I had.
That was a good one, to be fair.
It lasted for quite a while, I gotta say.
And we got callbacks to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been like a whole through line. I guess we can take questions here. What is the best way to say goodbye to someone during COVID?
I mean, you're asking that to an English person and a French person, which are basically polar opposites, right? English people gonna be like awkward, like "good day, sir," and French people are just gonna kiss each other because it's, even if it's COVID, you kiss each other. Okay, that's not actually true. Disclaimer: we actually stopped doing that
for legal reasons. That's a joke.
Sorry, what?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh yeah. We did. I did see someone saying, I don't remember if it was in video or something, but do French people realize now that COVID's been a long time and they can't kiss anymore? They realize that they don't know why they've been doing this all this time, and that is just a silly custom. And I'm like, bro, are you French? If you don't kiss people, like, come on.
I wish that was me. Can I? I think the most fun way I've found to say goodbye to someone across COVID is something called the Wuhan Shake, which is something that my old lecturer taught me. But apparently, according to him, it was the handshake that they were doing in the Wuhan district when the outbreak started. And what it is you touch your feet together, right? So you do right foot, left foot, and then you bow to each other.
Okay.
And that's always fun, because it feels like you're like doing a football exercise where you like kick each other's feet and then you do a little bow.
Yeah.
It's always really funny, at the very least, when you're saying goodbye to like a person you haven't said goodbye to like that, and you're trying to explain to them how it goes.
Yeah, I can see that. You need a lot of balance, though.
Do you?
I mean, you're gonna be on one feet for a while, so you need a little bit of balance. Imagine doing that on heels or whatever, like.
Okay, no, you've got a point. In heels, that would be a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do we solve this for heels?
I mean, just a bow is kind of nice, but it's kind of too simple in a way. Some people over here have been doing shoulder shakes. I guess.
Like you boop the elbow.
Boop. Yeah. I guess.
I'm seeing a lot of breaking the heels and stabbing people with the heels as
so
a way
it's
to
not
say
me
goodbye.
who's a psychopath.
Well,
It's the
hold on.
chat.
You can both be psychopaths. That's, that could be more than one.
I can give it to you. It's fine. I don't want it anymore.
That's okay. You can keep it. I don't mind.
You tip your hat. Isn't that very British?
I guess a doff of the cap would be pretty, giving them a. But I feel like doffing the cap has taken on a very different meaning in the internet age.
It's kind of a meme now.
Yeah, it's kind of it's got some negative connotations
I guess.
towards the doffer and said doffer's attitude towards women. Women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Which, as we all know, don't exist on the internet.
No. I'm
No.
living proof.
Yeah. I mean, you're a virtual consciousness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Seeing you with the SWC hoodie on makes me very jealous that mine is in my washing basket and I need to put my washing on. Because they're very comfortable.
They are very nice. I can't wait for next year's. Like, honestly, I hope they're gonna do some again. They're
Me too.
really nice.
Yeah, I basically live in mine. It's kind of a problem.
I mean, you know what I did?
What did you do?
I bought a Patte merch hoodie so I can swap them around.
Patte merch hoodie? And where can I find these Patte merch hoodies?
On that website, I still don't know the...
On that website that we still don't know the link to. That's right. That's the answer we were looking for. Ding, ding, ding!
.com.
On that website, we still don't know the address for .com. .co.uk.
Honestly considering actually changing the link to that.
You should. That's pretty catchy. You could make some like pretty decent stuff around that as well. It's just www.????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????????
It's a mystery. Sketchy website. No, that's not that kind of website. It's not that kind of website.
Wait, what?
Someone said sketchywebsite.com.
No.
No. No, 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 no.
Not sketchy.
No, no.
Scratchy
None
website
of that,
though.
mister.
A scratchy website, of course, being a website that gives you a rash when you log on to it. Yeah.
How would that even work?
It's a virus.
Oh,
It's a computer
after
virus.
the COVID-19.
It's a computer
scratchy
virus. Yeah.
Oh man.
Sketchywebsites.com is for sketches. Of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Am I silly? Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
So, Patte, if it's okay with you,
Yes.
I'm going to open up the last 5 or so minutes to chat. Do you guys have any questions for myself or Patte in our under the desk adventures? Because I mean, I've had a great time this evening chatting with you, Patte. It's been very relaxing.
Yeah, it was really nice. We were vibing. I like it.
Vibing at 100.
Is that what the cool kids say?
Sure.
Okay, we're going with
Yeah,
it then.
I wouldn't know what the cool kids say.
Oh, come on.
I'm not cool. I've never been considered cool, and I even have this little eyebrow slit. And that's, you know, that's always one of those things that you see in like media that's like, oh yeah, he's got a slit eyebrow, he's so cool. That's a cool thing to... It's not cool.
No.
I mean, I like the way it looks, but it's not cool. So Yeaton asks, Patte, did it hurt when you fell from the sky? Well, base jumping, I'm assuming.
Base jumping.
Yeah.
No, if you followed, I don't do that. Thank you for listening. 2 hours of nothing. Thank you, chat. Not listening. Classic.
Oh.
Can't believe it.
Kitty of Ra asks, where is Gamora?
Nah, I give up. My brain, my brain doesn't remember. Who's Gamora again?
The green lady from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, right. She's gone. I ate her.
Excuse me. I'm gonna need you to back off on my brand of consuming people. Thank you, Patte.
Oh, sorry.
This is market infringement.
Excuse me.
Now we're friends, so I'm giving you a warning, but back off.
All right. I will.
Spit her out.
What you gonna do? You gonna eat me?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Oh, she.
Don't make me.
All right.
We haven't got construction permits to extend the stomach apartments yet, Patte. I've been waiting so that I can make sure that you can live in comfort, but I will do it early.
Okay. Fair enough. I take the warning.
Thank you. Plant asks, which one of us is his favorite child?
Oh, wow. You're the one who used to say, Mr. Dad.
Mr. Dad. I'm gonna say it's probably Chloe, because she still has pink hair and I do not. Actually, I think we can actually figure out the perfect method to determine this, Clo.
Yes.
Clo Shizzle, if you will. How many plants do you have that you maintain?
A total and exact number of 1.
So I win because I have 3 plants.
Are they all alive? And how do you do it?
One of them is dying at the moment because it's a store-bought baby pine, but it's been alive since October, so I'm quite proud of it. But you just, you know, you learn what they like. You give them the right amount of water, make sure that the pots have good drainage. Although I guess the question is, am I Dad's favorite because I have more plants, or are you Dad's favorite because you're enslaving less plants?
That's a good question. You kind of, you domesticated them. It's not like you're eating them, right?
That's fair. Although, what if you have like an aloe vera plant? You can make aloe vera juice.
Yeah, or you can turn it into a cream.
You can turn it into a face mask.
Slime. Plug your ears, please. Don't listen to our torture. Our torture advice and tips.
MST Malagos asks, why were they taking the hobbits to Isengard?
They were not taking... Wait, no. They weren't taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Weren't they? Then where were they taking them?
It's been a while. We're not taking the hobbits anywhere. The hobbits are pains in the butt.
You don't like Merry and Pippin? You
Did
monster.
I say Merry and... I can't remember. It's been too long,
That
man.
quote is from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, not The Hobbit. It's when Merry and Pippin get kidnapped, and Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn track them.
Honestly, I was thinking of doing another marathon. Last time I watched The Hobbits was like 3 years ago, and it was the last of like the Lord of the Rings, you know, kind of the main movies or books things I've ever read and talked and seen. So Lord of the Rings has been so much longer. I can't remember. I'm a terrible fan.
That's fair. At least you've watched them. My housemate and best friend Pedro watched the first one and decided the whole series was bad.
Oh wow.
He hasn't seen the other two.
For shame.
And he refuses to.
For shame.
I know.
You're gonna have to tie him up and force him. Only one solution.
Well, I already do one of those things.
Either is bad, Blazy. Both are bad. No.
It's fine. He's my husband. It's okay. That makes it okay.
If you have consent, it's okay. Don't forget the safe word.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything in between, above, below, and through dimensions, thank you so much for joining us here tonight for the second Under the Desk podcast. Patte, thank you so much for joining us for this.
Thanks for inviting. It was fun.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. We will have to get you on further on down the line again. If that would be something that you would be up for, I would love to have you back.
Yeah, definitely. I will come up with a better setup, I promise.
I look forward to seeing it change. I'm as I said, well, I mean, we're both moving soon. So who knows? The next time we have an Under the Desk together, Patte, we might both have completely separate setups.
Hell yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything between, above, below, and through dimensions, I already said that twice now. If you want to see more from the Under the Desk podcast, you can head on over to Under the Desk on YouTube. I'm not sure what the link is for that, and I haven't set it up properly. But this VOD and the VOD from last week will be uploaded there, hopefully by the end of the week. If I can figure out how YouTube works, who knows? If not, I'll be saving them as highlights, and we'll find a way to do them at another time. But remember, until next time, stay comfy, stay cozy, and always find time to relax. And now I have to move to end the stream. So we're just going to pretend like the podcast ended right then.
If you want, we just stop the conversation. We say goodbye and then.
Can you just stare ominously into the camera for me, Chloe, whilst I end the stream?
I will. Smoldering look.
Yeah, that's perfect.